miscarried my first baby at 12 weeks. And then when I got pregnant with my rainbow baby, I went into preterm labor at 36 weeks, ended up needing an emergency C-section after almost 24 hours of labor. And then she stayed in the NICU for 6 days. While I am so thankful to the Lord that I have a healthy baby and had a healthy pregnancy, a healthy second pregnancy, sometimes I get really sad because I feel like robbed of that first time mom, first time pregnancy experience that so many women get. And it almost kind of feels like a fantasy to me. And I know that that's literally just me. Like, it's the idea of like, you get pregnant for the first time and then you have a healthy pregnancy and then you give birth to your baby naturally and then bring them home. Like, that's not a fantasy, but it feels like a fantasy to me. I just don't think I will ever view pregnancy and childbirth and postpartum and the newborn stage the same ever again, like the same way that I did before I ever got pregnant or had a baby. Like, at least for me personally, before I had my miscarriage, it never crossed my mind. Like, when I was pregnant in 2020, it literally never occurred to me that I could lose my baby. I immediately started building a baby registry. I announced my pregnancy at, I think I was like 8 weeks when I announced my pregnancy, which, disclaimer, I don't think there is anything wrong with announcing your pregnancy in the first trimester. I think that it's a very stupid rule to not announce your pregnancy until you're out of the first trimester, because there's no safe zone. Babies, unfortunately, pass away in the womb at literally every gestational age, and you can share your pregnancy whenever you want to. And then, of course, when I got pregnant with my daughter, Ariel, like, that was on my mind the entire time that I was pregnant. I was petrified of losing her the entire time. Even then, it never occurred to me that she would need to be in the NICU, and I did not think that I was going to need an emergency C-section. I was like, I at the time was 22 years old. I was like, I'm 22. I'm very physically healthy. I've had an amazing pregnancy. I have had a very healthy pregnancy. We've had no issues. And then we ended up needing one anyway. She didn't immediately go to the NICU. She was transferred to the NICU about 10 hours after she was born. So even after that, I was under the impression that because she was fine when she first was born, that she wasn't going to need to go to the NICU. I don't know if jealous is the word, but I don't want to like sound ungrateful, because I am so grateful that I have a healthy baby and that she only spent 6 days in the NICU. But I can tell you right now, it did not feel like only 6 days. At the time, it was the longest, worst 6 days of my entire life. I would not wish that on anybody. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I really don't. I just want you to know that if you have a similar story to mine, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are so valid. And you being grateful that your baby is healthy and alive and home can also coexist with you mourning the experience that you had dreamt of.